Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. I am the definition of dusty right now. It's not Dusty Martin, just absolutely hungover dusty. It's, well, as you can see in the bottom right, it's 10:30, Sunday night. We're a bit late to this one, but I've been on the plane back and we're home. And if you don't know, Shorty was in the Sunshine Coast with the lads for the weekend. We've been drinking cruises every night, Maduris, vodka orange juice. Drink responsibly, obviously, but fair to say I need a good night's sleep. I was falling asleep on the plane. I was just absolutely dead. Like that feeling when I got the window seat, I was like, oh, yes, I needed that. I'm just going to lean up against this window, fall asleep. Normally I'm like, I don't really nap much, but I was out. I was gone. And then I was like, what'll be perfect? Ham and cheese toasty. Said the lady, yep, get me a ham and cheese toasty, please, mate. Go to pay. She's like, do you have a credit card? We don't do the debit card. I'm like, credit cards at home, mate. So no ham and cheese toasty on the plane, but it was a really good trip, though. Really good group of fellas and a great time. So, yeah, Sunshine Coast. We stayed at this rare setup on the first night. So we stayed near Brizzy first night, just the one night, and we stayed in Noosa. Don't know if anyone knows where Noosa is, but that was a rare sighting. One of the dodgiest hotel setups you're going to look at. On top of a pub. We couldn't work out how to turn the bloody radio off in the rental car when it's like 1 a.m. We're trying to work out this technology shit. And then, yeah, we're like, there was some rare cats out the front of the pub. Like, this is on a Thursday night. They're yapping. And anyway, we're in the penthouse. Penthouse was a bit of a stretch. It was a shocker. But we heard them like real, loose unit types, and we're chirping them from the top, having a chat. They're like, "How you going, mate? The bloody cops are coming round, mate." You're like, "What the hell have we walked into here?" So I couldn't have got out of Noosa quicker. Sorry to any folk out there in Noosa, but didn't seem to have a stack going for it. But Friday was pretty chill. We still had good drink and that, but. No, that was Wednesday night we stayed in Noosa. That's right, we stayed in Noosa Wednesday night. Thursday night we went to this pub in Mooloolaba, which is where we were staying. It was pretty vibey, actually. It was a good setup. And then Friday was more chill. Went to Noosa. That was sick. Had some good feeds along the way too. This Thai joint was just outstanding. Outstanding stuff. And you might have seen on my TikTok, the room that we're staying in had a little spa. At one stage, a few of the boys were in the spa. Things were getting a little saucy. But me and Cov had that room with the spa. And fair to say we all know each other a little better now. But it was a good time. Flooded it. Well, not quite flooded it, but yeah, I don't know what happened, but the floor was wet as anything. I don't know what was going on. The spa jets must have exploded. But... and then Saturday, like as you'd expect, was a big one. Went to Maroochydore, a few clubs there, and it was actually pretty sick. We lined up like 30, 40 minutes at this pub, or not this pub, this club. Weren't really sure what the vibe was, walked in, and when you just know you've made the wrong call, the tunes just weren't our vibe. It was way smaller than we kind of thought, or it looked. We're like, Jesus, we're getting out of here. So we pretty much got a drink, made a donation to that joint, and said, see you later. Lined up again. At this point, I'm like, wow. This next joint better be better. And the girls in the line were like, it plays like white girl music. And I'm like, I'm listening. Yes, okay. Let's roll. White girl music and remixes. I'm like, okay. Yep, get me a Malibu and let's go. All right, I'm ready to go. So it was actually a really cool night, like really good spot. Absolutely dead now. It was just, I've just been catching up a few stats and bits and pieces. We've got plenty to talk about for SuperCoach. I don't have a clue what I'm going to do. I think I've scored relatively well. Jordan Dawson was trash at the end of the week, but I think everything else was pretty reasonable. But yeah, just ready. Like, it was such a good time, but just ready to have a couple of chill days, that's for sure. We'll go live on Tuesday night, but I reckon I'm going to stay in Lawn maybe Monday night. So I might just chuck in a random live sesh then anyway. But, yeah, a few more stories might come to me about the trip that I'll fill you in on. But I thought there's a lot to talk about SuperCoach-wise, so I thought we'd best get stuck into that. I mean, first things first, let's have a look at how I scored. But I don't know, Isaac Heeney, and Isaac Rankin. Like, how much footy are they going to miss? It's going to be interesting. I saw Ralphie saying Heeney was looking like definitely 1, and Rankin could be 3 or 4. Now, I haven't really seen the Rankin one much at all, so I don't know. But Heeney's one just didn't look like much. Like, it looked careless. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see. Oh, hello. Okay, 2,426. We move up a couple or 1,000 spots. Yeah, we like that. I like that. Good one with draft. Both drafts. That's crucial. Needed that. Good stuff. All right, let's have a look at this side. And I think things are actually forming nicely for me to end up with 25 premiums if I can play my cards right. Now, Sheasel's just been fantastic. Absolutely loving what he's doing. You know he's going well when he clips over Nick Dacos there in their number 1 spot in the defence. And Luke Ryan, he hasn't quite been the inclusion I was hoping for, but he's still solid. Nick Martin, pretty solid. You know, had a really good first half. Tommy Stewart's back in town, baby. Back in town. That's what we like to see. The Cats just wiping the floor with the Hawks. Fantastic to see. Now, Houston was a little bit down, and he has been a little bit down since that huge week, but that's okay. He's averaging 107 for the year. We're not going to lose our shit. Sean Maker, he did finish the game really well with a big last quarter, but just need maybe a 60 or 70 to really boost that scoring potential up. Marcus Bontempelli, 106. He's reliable as ever, but wasn't at his absolute captaincy best. And Zachy Butters, a 159 for the skipper. I was pretty stoked with that. I mean, wasn't stoked when he got subbed off tactically. Don't get me started about how much I hate the sub. Happened to Max Gawn as well, but fantastic when you see that come up for your skipper. Walsh was taken out of the game. I think Bedford was on him. Tagged him pretty hard. Green had a fair bit of the footy. 96, you take it. Dawson, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. He looks like a player who's just either carrying something or just out of step. They're out of form. They're out of rhythm. And I feel like at one point he was put to half back and he looks slow. Like, he looked like he just wasn't covering the ground well. So it wasn't that long ago that he turned up in a big way, but his last few weeks have not been great. So we'll have to see what we can do there. And obviously, Tuke Miller, he's a pretty popular selection, but again, I don't know the update on him with the wrist, I think it was. So there's a bit of carnage, which is not what we need when we're at this stage of the year. McKerch coming back was fantastic, definitely justified. I held him for a long time, but there was instant justification there. That was great. Fraser being the sub, I mean, he came on relatively early, but still could only get the 30 points, so it's probably time for him to go, because I'd imagine his break-even's up beyond 50. Yeah, 61. Jai Clark, he's actually starting to play a little bit better, but just struggles to score. And I thought Dowling actually looked really, really good, which was great to see. Grundy and Gawn, pretty solid. They have been all year. And then Flanders, same, just does his thing. Isn't Heeney just a star? He just does fantastic stuff. And look, if he does get rubbed out, it's going to make the Brownlow interesting. I did this video about 7 years ago. You can see it on my shorty say. The fairest element, just because you get suspended, should not rule you out of the Brownlow. It's not the 1960s anymore where people just clocking blokes. The game's not like that anymore. And we need to rule out certain stuff in the game, which is fine. But we don't need to rule players out. Heeney's not a dog player. That act does not mean he should miss winning the biggest individual award in the game. It's ridiculous. And I can almost guarantee you they'll find a way to get him off. But if not, let's just stop beating around the bush and dancing around this almost inevitable awkward moment where one of these big guys gets ruled out of the Brownlow. Let's just get rid of the fairest element. Never have we ever, or more than ever before, have we had suspensions for littler things with concussion. And that's fine. Like, that's a good thing. We want to rule it out of the game. But I feel like best and fairest was brought in to stop thugs, winning the Brownlow. I mean, I don't think the umpires sit around and go, gee, so-and-so only had 24 touches, but gee, he was pretty fair today. It's just an award for the best player. Anyway, that's a side note. How are we going for time? We're gonna stop it there, and we'll take a look at the forwards. Shorty got a little distracted. But yeah, Zorko continued to do his thing. He was solid, not at his best. Jackson, again, I didn't really see what's going on with Darcy. I saw he got subbed off. That obviously really helped Jackson. Watch this space. And Rankin, I thought to score the way he did after such a slow start, the hit on Starcevic, a lot would have been going through his mind. He went back and slotted some fantastic goals, and to nearly ton up was great. And Tholstrup, I was going off when he kicked those couple. Man, I coming into the weekend, part of my plan to get the 25 premiums was for Charlie Kerner to not go nuts, and he's going to be so affordable in a few weeks. Tholstrup to get beyond 250, so he's going to do that pretty easily. I do need Sean Maker to just keep going, mate. I need you to get past the at least 240 mark, but he should definitely do that. He does look pretty reliable down back. And look, we need guys like Warner, Sarong, Treloar to just drop a little bit, and they were. So Treloar was good, but he's coming off, he's got to still shake that 50 or whatever it was. So look, things are going pretty well. What are my early thoughts? Say Heeney and Rankin are out. I'm going to hold them. So I have built my plan around having one trade left with extra premiums on the bench. Now, I think Rankin's so clearly one of the top 6 forwards. I don't want to replace him with anyone. If he's out for 4, then yeah, we got issues. I'm hoping it's just 2 or 3. I don't really dive deep into those matrices that sort of decide how much you get, but we've still got 8 weeks left, so it's not like it's ruling him out for the year. Hopefully Fisher comes back and can cover him. Jones can come on, or Dowling can come on for Heeney. Hopefully I can use a bit of emergency loophole kind of action. It'd be a big spanner in the works if Miller, went out. But I'm definitely approaching in the way of a bit of short-term pain. If I've got to field 2, maybe 3 rookies next week, so be it. I really do want to set myself up for a good post-round 20 run through the finals. I think a lot of people will be crossing their fingers there's no Carnage beyond round 20 because they'll burn all their trades. So I'm hoping a bit of short-term pain can be made up in the long run. So, like I said, I really haven't thought or looked too much at my trades and stuff, but 14 out of 18. We love that. But yeah, I'll probably talk a bit more later in the weekend on the live about my trades. But I think Fraser goes for an upgrade. But the prices probably don't align with Treloar and Sarong. I'm going to have a look at it. But anyway, let's take a look at these leagues. Got a nice dub there, and I'm just hanging around in the bragging rights. It's a good win there, but I need to stay around that 8 mark. We're doing well in the private league there. Some close finishes, so doing nicely there. Got done by 70 points. Nice score there from Lisa, nearly the 2,500, so that's pretty impressive. Again, another close one over the paperback boys there. I've got done by 70 points, same score, different people. So we can't buy a win. Isn't it funny how you score the same thing every week, clearly, but some leagues you'll be like 17th and others you'll be 2nd. And the Shorty SuperCoach leagues are pretty comparable, but most of them, there's some big swings. But good victory there. And I need it in the ASX because that's a cash league and I'm 11th. So to knock off, he's 14th, so it's not that impressive. But still, need to bank those wins. Got the win in Spill SuperCoach. So again, that's another one where we need to get some victories going. Would have been nice to get that dub over someone ranked above me on the ladder, but we'll take any win we can get. So yeah, some nice victory. Holy shit, 2687 from Colin. Holy fuck! I'm gonna check if is Colin like $1,000 richer. Nice work too here from Nicola. That's bloody awesome, mate. Wow, hey. And yeah, pretty good victories. All out there. What has he done here? Where's Cole? Wow, ranked 18th. And he's 347 overall. Damn. And he's in one of my leagues. Absolute respect. Absolute respect, my guy. But, yeah, I'm going to sign off because I desperately need some sleep. But, yeah, I think we'll have a couple of lives because I'm still on holidays. Got second week of school holidays, but it'll be a much quieter week, this one. But I think I'll try and get 2 lives in. Probably only 1 live on YouTube, but maybe a second one on TikTok. It's time for me to really dive into a bit of a trade plan. And fingers crossed, no more Carnage. Come on, give us a bit of luck on one of Heeney or Rankin. Just get one of them off, please. And we'll be looking at the injury report pretty closely as well. So Thanks for all your support and comments. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.